So today, we're playing the Ranger, and we're trying out the newly changed Stone skill, which now gives 15% damage reduction when you have block. Perfect for a Stone Golem that gives us block when it hits, and has 100% crits thanks to the Critwood staff. But hey, can our Golem bonk, or will we get bonked? Let's find out. Okie dokie, let's go and jump some on-rank games and see what we can do today. So it looks like we're playing the Divine Basket. We do start off with a stone and each set of healing herbs. Now, Box of Rich is on sale. You know what I'm going to grab? But I think we're going to have to grab the sword. I'm going to roll. We'll grab the whetstone since it is on sale. And I would love to grab another stone here, which I'm going to do. I'm going to be way too greedy for my own comfort here. And I'm going to rock on with this sort of situation. Now, actually, we should roll here because we're going to get some sales. We do get a Goobert if we do want it. Do we want to steal Goobert? I'm not sure if we do. I definitely want to grab ourselves this shiny shell for a bit of heal, but our DPS is going to be way too low in this first round, which is not going to be so great. We don't have a whole lot of healing either. We just have a set of healing herbs with this shiny shell. So unfortunately, we could be in big trouble here, especially since our opponent is going to have a lot more DPS on a wooden sword. Thanks to our offering ball, they're going to get 1 in power, but you're also going to have that spikes too, and a lot of damage reduction with that wooden buckler. So unfortunately, round 1 is going to be pretty bad for us. Just pause the video to remind you to like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. But for now, let's grab our little sharp bow. Let's grab this too. And yeah, I'm going to rock on with this once again. So we grabbed that storage, which I'm going to be using in later rounds, but we should have a double our DPS adding in our sharp bow too. So we should be in a much better spot. We're also going to be cleansing any debuffs that our opponent does inflict on us, which is usually going to be those brooms inflicting blind, or those early reapers with the storage coffin. It's actually looking much better. Now, our opponent is going to be rocking a wolf badge, giving him battle rage, but smashing. Now, you know what? I'm going to grab an early eye lamp here. Early eye lamp, I'm going to sell you so we can grab ourselves in our healing herbs, and I'm going to move straight on. The eye lamp is going to be some scaling damage if the fight does last a little bit longer. So, every 3 seconds, we're going to be getting 1 extra damage on our hero sword. I did prioritize the hero sword because it is going to be faster than a short bow. But our opponent is stacking up a lot of spikes, which is going to be super problematic for us. And we just barely survived there. Now, we did get stunned, which is brand new, and we take a lot less damage when we do have armor. So, you know what? Let's take stun for now. Now, I'm going to grab the storage. We could grab the Hunger Blade, but I'm going to leave it for now, which is crazy. Genuinely crazy. I definitely want to grab more stones. I want to grab this so we get some extra regen. I'm going to roll again. Now, I actually want to grab this broom too. But yeah, I'm going to have to move on. So we should be able to get a little bit of block with our stones, which is probably going to be about 3 to 5 block. Since we do get that increased damage on our wooden sword, it's not going to be a whole lot. Or on our hero sword, I mean. Our opponent is going to have a hammer staff type build. It's looking super close, and unfortunately we do end up falling short, which is a little less than ideal, but hey, let's grab our broom. Let's grab the garlic. Let's grab the carrot. Let's roll once. And hell yeah, another stone is going to be amazing. For sure. I'm going to sell our little sharp bow. I'm going to sell 2 of these gemstones to grab this bit of storage as well. But yeah, we do got to move on. Now, we're going to be eating up a lot more stamina, which is a little less than ideal. But we do want to grab a bag of stones, so we can actually make much better use of stone here. We're going to be looking to craft up a stone golem for sure. Can we keep up with this opponent who's rocking shellies? They're not going to have a whole lot of DPS with the broom and the wooden sword. But that shelly is going to provide a crazy ton of healing. But so far, our hero sword is going to be scaling up a lot faster than our weapon scaling. So now it should be super fantastic. I know, it's me. I'm going to grab this set of blueberries. I'm going to grab this fanny pack. I'm going to roll again. I'm going to sell this blue gemstone because I do want to grab this regular topaz. I do want to grab this banana. I'm going to sell the shiny shell to keep rolling. And we got that bag of stones. Now I actually want to grab Goobert here, and I do want to grab the spear as well. Because I'm going to be looking to craft up that steel Goobert. So that early Goobert that we did not take, unfortunately we probably should have taken, but yeah, we're going to be upgrading to a spear with a steel Goobert with a bunch of stones. And we'll see what I can do from here. Since we don't have access to much more whetstones, unfortunately I think a steel gubert is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to give us block constantly as well, which is going to be perfect for our stone skill, making us take a lot less damage as well. Our opponent is going to have a ton of healing with that gubert as well. They're also going to have investment opportunity for extra money, so they're going to be inflicting a lot of blind on us, but again, with our chipped amethyst, with our card, we can cleanse all those debuffs. However, it's looking super close, but smashing. Now we did get Snowcake here. Well, let's take our gubert for now. We're definitely going to need this bag of stones. We're definitely going to need that bag of stones. Let's add our stones in this side. And let's set up our food items to be inside our vineyard basket. Now I do also want to grab this undead Flamma, but yeah, we're going to move on for right now with this. So with our bag of stones, with our fanny pack as well, we should be able to increase the speed of them, so we can constantly have some block. I mean, we're going to be constantly taking a lot less damage. With that stone too. Yeah, we're going to be scaling up our damage on our broom, which is a little less than ideal, but it still should be pretty good. Our opponent has inflicted a crazy ton of poison on us, thanks to the smelly wall as well as all these fly gargs. So we could actually be in lots of trouble here, because the amount of block that they do have with the garlics is kind of insane, but we do shred it with our stones while our broom is scaling up that damage. But that's 30 poison. And one more tick here and we do lose. And we just barely survived. There's no way. That's crazy that we did end up surviving there. Now the thing is, I kind of want to go for a Critwood staff with a bunch of stones. So I kind of want to grab Aegisal's leaf here, because that is going to give us a ton of regen and mana for sure. Otherwise I'd like to go big bowl of treats here and activate our steel gubert with our stone golem multiple times. Since it is on sale, maybe we do want to grab big bowl of treats there. You know what? Let's actually grab that. Let's grab this. Let's grab you. Let's grab you too. Amethyst Darkness, which is amazing with pets. Not too bad. Let's grab the shiny shell. Let's roll once. I'm going to sell you pretty much instantly. You two and you as well. Now, unfortunately, going to be a little bit more greedy, and I'm going to have ourselves to be like this for now. But yeah, we're going to be rocking on. Now, we could also craft Rat Chef here, but honestly, I'm not too pushed about for now. We should be in a pretty good spot the way we are, for sure. We should be able to get a lot of scaling damage on our spear. Our Amethyst Darkness is going to sit up here, which is not going to be in the most ideal position, but it should be okay for now. And overall, looking pretty darn good. Especially going to be getting enchanted weapons. But lucky for us, they're going to be crafting up that shovel. So, not so great for opponents. Really fantastic for us. And our stones are going to be doing more damage, giving us more block, and not too bad. But hey, let's grab our stamina second. And we could also grab armor, which is straight up just armor. I'm not going to as right now. I do want to find ourselves a mana orb as fast as possible. So we're going to keep rolling, and how about we just take a stone golem instead? Hell yeah. I'm definitely down for just crafting up a stone golem pretty much straight away. Now this is going to be much better. Moving our Amethyst Darkness in here, triggering on our card as well. But yeah, let's keep going for now. So the reason why we have our big bowl of treats here is it is going to be triggering our food items a lot faster. For sure. But hey, can we keep up with this Reaper? They're going to be rocking a frying pan with a bunch of food items. And so far this is actually looking pretty darn smashing. The damage decrease is kind of crazy. With Stunned. I do think it is really fantastic. Now the thing is, I actually really want to grab Time Melting here. Because I do want to go for Critwood Staff and a Glowing Crown here for a ton of invulnerability. Because 50% increased durations means this goes from 2 seconds of invulnerability to 3 seconds. And we can go nuts with this. And we can also increase our stun duration on our stone golem as well. But hey, we definitely want to craft up a stone golem. We also need this bag of stones too. But let's sell you. I'll sell you. Let's grab a protective little purse. And do we just forego our bag of stones for now? Or do we get rid of our steel gubert? I think we want to keep our steel guberts. So I think, unfortunately for this round, we're probably going to have a high chance to lose here. Yeah, so we do got to move on. We're going to be crafting this up. We don't even have a time melting skill in, but honestly, there's no reason to actually have it in. To be honest. Now we'll see, can we actually deal with this opponent? Unfortunately though, with this blood gubert, with the amount of vampirism to do already have, yeah, there's just no way we can actually deal with this opponent, unfortunately. Our DPS is just going to be way too low with a freaking broom and a shovel. Or broom and a spear. We got our stone golem. Let's grab... Actually, let's go ahead and grab this and craft up that holy spear. Unfortunately, we do got to move on. We can't even place in our time melting skill just yet. Unfortunately, so let's keep moving. We should have enough regen with our healing herbs and with our flawed emerald. The only thing is, it is going to take a little bit to actually get this online, which is not going to be so great. We do get a stone golem. We do get tons and tons of block. We're going to have a lot of damage reduction. We should have a lot of scaling damage as well. And overall, we should be able to get some invulnerability too. So we're going to be super defensive as we scale up our damage. And our steel goblet is going to be... Our stone golem is going to have so much damage that it's just going to be a lot of block. And not too bad overall. Now we did also get a mana orb here, which I do desperately want to grab. So I'm going to grab you. I'm also going to grab this too. But I'm going to have to roll. Now another heart container on sale. He's kind of mad, in my opinion. But we kind of don't want that, to be honest. So I'm not going to take it. Do we want this prismatic orb? I don't think we do. I definitely want to grab another set of blueberries. So I'm going to sell you. I'm going to sell our Star of Courage so we can actually grab this. But we can't exactly place it in for now, unfortunately. I'm going to reserve the potion belts. We're going to move on. And we'll see how we get on with this. So we're going to have, honestly, 3 seconds of invulnerability with time melting. And we're going to have a 100% attack speed for those 3 seconds. So this stone golem is going to go straight up nuts. It's going to give us a ton of block. It's going to scale up our power. And it is going to be stunning our opponent as well. So all in all, should be super fantastic. Yeah, our stone golem is going to go nuts, dealing crazy damage and awesome overall. Now let's grab this. Let's roll again. Now the thing is, a ruby egg on sale for 5. It's kind of absurd not to take here. So we're going to have to take it. Now I did change the setup around so we can have our steel goblet here with a time melting, targeting our holy spear along with our stone golem. But unfortunately we do got to move on. Now the thing is, with our magic staff, we're going to be using up a lot of our mana on our magic staff. So we are going to need to find a better source of mana gain. Because we do got to reach 10 mana for a holy spear to actually activate our holy spear, giving us that invulnerability. But so far looking pretty darn smashing. We have a crazy ton of block. And not too bad. So overall we do have about a 45 DPS, which is not too bad at this point in the game. Magic staff, stone golem, holy spear. As for heals, not a whole lot of heals, but as for block, yeah, about 350 block. With 15% damage reduction. Hell yeah, that seems awesome, but let's keep moving for now, and we're going to get ourselves this ruby egg soon enough. Now I'm going to roll. Let's grab you. Amulets of Alchemy, which is genuinely not what I'm looking for here. I'm going to grab the leather boots, but I'm going to keep moving, and hell yeah. We're definitely going to be crafting up this Critwood staff. Let's sell this. And let's sell the boots, so we can grab this bit of storage once again. And you know what, let's go ahead and grab this too. But yeah, let's keep moving for now.
Okay.
Now we could have also prioritized our crit chance actually on our golem as well, but I do kind of want to just craft up Critwood staff. Critwood staff with our weapons is going to be awesome. It's going to be guaranteeing crits on our stone golem with our holy spear, which means we're going to get tons and tons more block. Now our opponent is dealing quite a bit of damage with all these dragons, but hey, looking pretty good so far. Actually looking super close, but smashing. Dealing some big old damage. No, not too bad. And we got a Critwood staff. We also got our dragon. We got some lifesteal here if we do want it. I'm going to take this out for now though, as we roll. I don't exactly want any of these items. I do, however, want to grab this, which is another Arms of Alchemy, which I don't really want. I do want to grab the cap though, because the cap is going to be awesome with the time melting. It's going to go up to 4.5 seconds of damage reduction. I'm going to roll again. I'm going to keep rolling. I will actually take this fanny bag because I do want to increase the speed of our stone golem as much as possible. But again, we're going to need a lot of mana generation. So unfortunately, I'm just going to move on. However, crit chance is going to be super important for sure, because that is going to give us a ton more block for stone golem. Our stone golem is going to be dealing some big old damage. It's going to be dealing some big old damage, and it's looking pretty good. Going to begin the enchanted pumpkin bloodthorn. Hell yeah. Actually, we do got to grab this bag of stones. Let's grab this for now too. Let's roll. And let's roll again. And let's keep rolling for now. And another Golem crown I do want to grab as well. But hey, let's keep moving for now. Once again.
Okay.
So no, should be pretty good here. The only thing is, our mana generation is a little bit lackluster, but as long as we get a crit chance, we should be in a pretty good spot. And actually, if we do, we should be a little bit smarter here and place our Critwood staff over beside our Holy Spear. To be honest, because we much prefer getting the time melting on a Critwood staff to have those crits for much longer. Now, our opponent is actually going to outpace this here, unfortunately, because of that poison. Now, let's grab this. We're going to slot this in here for now. We're also going to grab this too. And we could craft up a King's Crown here. But let's roll again. And we could go for second Holy Spear here. But it is the final round to craft up. So unfortunately, we can't take these because we do need to find ourselves a freaking source of mana generation. Let's keep rolling. I'll sell this to keep rolling. And we just can't find it, unfortunately. The only thing is, with our Holy Spear in this position, we literally cannot... We cannot even shred armor with it in this position, or cleanse debuffs, which is not going to be so great going up again a Poison Ivy stacking type build. But we definitely want that crit chance since we're kind of lower on mana for a longer period of time with a Critwood staff. Yeah, that's going to be much better for us, for sure. Allowing us to consistently get our mana and consistently have, yeah, hell of a lot better for sure. Now, we did get our King's Crown, which is going to be awesome, but it is going to be making it much more difficult to actually fit in with our time melting. Now, we also got a Happy Bomb. We also got some armor. But how about we roll for now? We keep rolling. We roll again. We grab these healing herbs. We keep going. And we sell you, and we're going to take this for now as well. We probably should have taken this earlier because that is going to be some mana gain at least. It's not going to be a whole lot, but it is going to be some mana gain. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be a fun setup. And I think it is going to be the best that we can do for right now. So we're going to have our Ruby Bulb in here. We're going to have this eye lamp in here. We could also do it this way, just to have a super fast trigger for our Steel Gourd. But if you do want to have the chance to actually activate our Jin's Lamp, you do want to place it in here. However, with the amount of mana that we do use up, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. But getting that extra bit of time for crit chance on a Critwood staff, especially since we're lacking a lot of mana, is going to be super worth it. Stun our opponent for a little bit longer, also kind of worth it here. Getting that damage reduction for a little bit longer too, as well as potentially being able to get invulnerability for an absurd amount of time. Now, we do think time melting with a Holy Spear, with a King's Crown, even with a King Gourd, is going to be nuts. But hey, we're going to go ahead and see if this is going to be good enough. Can we win out? Or are we going to fall short? Now, we're going to slow this one down, and we are going to begin a bunch of Sealing Squirrel Archers with a lot of cold stacking, especially with Knife to meet you as well. They're going to have a lot of damage too. But hey, that's some big old damage for sure with our Stone Golem. Unfortunately, we do need to stack up our mana, which our opponent is going to be stealing our buffs, making it a little bit more difficult, but that's 100 damage Golem and not too bad. Because we do stun for 0.75 seconds, which is almost a second stun. We're also dealing some big damage. But hey, we do end up with a 70 DPS. Now, I would have loved to see a ton of mana generation in this build as well. A ton of mana generation for a King's Crown to get even vulnerability, as well as your Holy Spirit to get even more vulnerability and attack speed, because I do think that's where time melting is going to shine the most. But a 0.5 second stun on our Stone Golem is kind of nuts. But yeah, it just provides a ton of survivability with a crazy amount of block, a lot of damage reduction when we do have block, and a ton of stuns, which is awesome. But again, as for heals, yeah, we have very little heals. As for block, we do get 444, which is not too bad. We also cleanse some debuffs with our Holy Spirit, so overall this build is actually looking super consistent. But hey, I do gotta leave you here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back in history, and we're going to see, can we go up again some around 18 builds. We're going to begin a time melting Happy Bomb with the Dark Lantern, which we're going to get that vulnerability with that Dark Lantern for quite a bit longer. So we don't get block if we're not dealing damage. But hey, looking pretty good. That's some big old damage and not too bad. Okay, we're back, and we're going to go up again this Staff of One Healing with time melting vampiric pots. Which is going to be quite scary. Because we're going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. And we're pretty much dead. Okay, so we're going to begin a enchanted blood turn with a bunch of prismatic orbs. Which is going to be dealing a lot of damage. Because we're going to have a ton of buffs stacked up. Our stone golem is going to be doing some big old damage. 100 damage per hit. And not too bad. Okay, so we're going to begin a Dragon's Nest echoing battle cry with a Staffire. Now that is kind of awesome. With the Dragon's Nest. To be honest. But I'd much prefer stacking it on the Dragon's Nest with a bunch of lamps. Okay, we're going to begin a Knife Theme Mewtwo Brass Knuckles type build. With a more stats skill as well. So they're going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. But we do answer back with our own Stone Golem. Dealing some damage. And looking much better. Not too bad. Okay, so we're going to begin a enchanted Flame Up Bloodthorn Phoenix type builds. They're going to go turbo stack and heat like no tomorrow, but we also deal tons of damage. Our opponent does resurrect, but yeah, not too bad. Okay, so we're going to begin a Deerwood Guardian with a bunch of poison stacking. Can we actually out-survive this poison damage? Looking kind of like so. They do get their invulnerability. They are going to be slowing us down with Artifact Stone Cold as well, but that's a lot of poison on us. Can we keep up? It's looking super close, but smashing damage.